Hello guys, and welcome to the tutorial series titled Master Data Science, Machine Learning and AI with Python in 90 days. So in this training program, you will learn Python programming, core Python programming. You will learn libraries like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib. You will learn how to build and develop machine learning applications using tools like libraries like TensorFlow. You will learn how to build and deploy deep learning applications. So the program is going to be divided into three months, and that's 90 days. Every 30 days we're going to, for the first 30 days we're going to focus on Python fundamentals, and the next 30 days is going to be, we're going to work on machine learning. We're going to build machine learning applications. We're going to, and in the last 30 days, we're going to focus on advanced data science concepts and deep learning, where we're going to build recurrent neural network applications. We're going to look at natural language processing. We'll look at advanced deep learning architectures, reinforcement learning. We'll look at model deployment, and at the end of the day, you're going to have a final project that you're going to be working on. So today is day one of the training. So day one, we are going to be installing we're going to be installing a working environment. So by the way, I'm not going to walk you through actually downloading and installing your work environment. You're going to do that alone, right? Because but what you have to do is you go to python.org and download Python, install Python, and then you install pip. Pip is going to help you to install all libraries that you need, like NumPy, Pandas, whatever tool that you need. Matplotlib is going to help you. Just do pip install and then the name of the library that you want to install. Now for the IDE that we want to use, you can use whatever you want to use, but since you're doing machine learning and data science, I prefer that we work with Jupyter Notebook. Like, this is Jupyter Notebook, right? Jupyter Notebook is so cool for me, and it's cool for people for advanced if you want to build machine learning project or data science work, then the recommended tool is Jupyter Notebook. So if you download and install Anaconda, it comes with your Jupyter Notebook. Just go to anaconda.org and you'll be able to install Jupyter Anaconda, and it comes with Jupyter Notebook. Then also, now I'm not saying that you can't use the other framework, right? So for example, right, I can use idle, right? This is idle, right? So idle comes when you install Python. So I can do idle is cool, right? I can do welcome, right? This is welcome, and I just run, right? I can do 5 plus 6. I just run, right? 5 minus 5, right? I just run, and that is it. It works fine. I can even define a function sum, right? That sums A and B, right? It works very well. Then I can do return A plus B, right? So I can call sum and pass. I can do print sum 10, 5, right? So it prints P15. So idle works very well, right? But you don't want to be building your project using idle, right? So I'm not going to be using idle. Bam, idle is gone. Now we go to PyCharm. PyCharm is very good, right? So if I'm building web projects and all other projects, I want to be using PyCharm. It's very good for that. I can use PyCharm. There's no problem with PyCharm. So I can do print x plus y, right? And I just run. So it runs and it gives me 11, right? I can do commenting there, and everything is fine, right? There's no problem with that. But I'm not going to be using PyCharm. So PyCharm, you're gone, right? Exit. So this brings me to the next guy, which is VS Code. VS Code is very cool. Why? Because with VS Code, I can also create a notebook file, right? I can do plus here. Where is it? It asks me somewhere if I want new text file. Oh, I think I saw that. Oh, let me see. Oh, new file, new folder. I just created a new. Oh, I think it was somewhere around here. But anyway, okay, this is it. Right, it allows me to create a notebook, a Jupyter notebook file, right? But this is also cool, right? So I can just do print hello, or and I run, right? So it's going to do that, and it runs down here. I'm going to see the result here. You see, this is it. Very cool, right? But I'm not going to be using you also, so gone. So this brings me to my Jupyter notebook. So when you install Anaconda, you can just launch Jupyter notebook from here. So you see, Anaconda comes with other tools, other IDs. You see, PyCharm is there, right? VS Code is there, right? And so and many others, right? So I'm just going to be using this because it also helps me to code as if I'm coding on the browser, right? And we're already very used to browsing, right? So it just makes me feel more comfortable using it. And I think much people that do data science work will also find it very comfortable using Jupyter Notebook. Now, just to show you a little bit about Jupyter Notebook, right? So, I can create a new file. I can create a new file. I can just go new. I can create a new notebook, right? So, Python 3 notebook, right? So you open a new notebook, and here I have a plus that adds a new cell, right? It adds a new cell where I can write my codes there, just like I was doing in idle, and then I just click on run there, it runs it, right? So if I don't want this line of code, I can actually cut it, right? I can actually move cells up and down, right? I can move cells up and down. I can make note by going to markdown, or I can do code section, right? So it's really cool, right? I can save it a current document that I'm saying, like first Python, right? So I can rename whatever I'm doing there. So this is cool, right? This is good. I can, if I want to make notes, for example, I can make okay, installing Python, right? What is Python, right? Right. Python is blah blah blah, right? And if I do this, it comes out in the form of notes like this. Okay, so this is really cool, right? For me, I can do print. Okay, so look at I can do define sum, and I do a comma b, right? The same function that we did, and I can do return a plus b, right? So I can now do sum of 2 comma 3. Oh, sorry, 2 comma 3, and this works like that. I can do x, right? I can do x is 10, then I do the type of x, so which we're going to be looking like, just tell me that's an int, right? So this is pretty cool. So I don't want this first video to be very long, so we're going to end here. So in our next video, we're going to be looking at variables and data types in Python.